Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the Radeon RX 580 8GB model in Black Myth Wukong. This one is the XFX GTS XXX version of the card. That's how you know it's very good. It has a lot of X's. And we are running it with the latest AMD drivers right here. I'm not manually overclocking it, and as usual, you can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Up's GPU Z. Over on the left, I'm pairing it with a Ryzen 5 3600X and 16GB of RAM, DDR4, 3200MHz RAM in dual channel, and let's get right into it, shall we? Let's go over the settings first. I am starting at 1080p resolution using FSR 100%, which means that we're playing at native res, and the low settings, or lowest settings in the game. And as you can see, it gets us 30 to 40 frames per second in this area, which isn't an easy area to run, honestly, but it's not the most intensive one either. I think it will still drop down from 30 FPS sometimes, at some point, especially when using some of the heavier attacks with a lot of effects, the transformation into the fiery boy, you know, which is one of the skills that I have here, and yeah, it will likely become pretty bad of an experience soon enough. Let's try to do that over here. This is pretty intensive, dropping down into like the mid-30s. Now let's go. Fire effects, smoke effects, 30 FPS flat right there at the minimum. It's not terrible, honestly. I was expecting it to drop from 30 FPS into like the higher 20s, yeah, like 29. Well, there we go, 29, 28. But it's only for a couple of seconds, and it doesn't really drop too much into the 20s, you know? So if you can live with that slowdown, it's okay. But yeah, I mean, its lowest settings anyways. It doesn't look very good with these settings, and you should probably play other titles, older games that actually look better than this and play better than this at the same time. Like, there are plenty of older titles where you can get 60 FPS with the RX 580 and they will look better than this one on low, even though this is a UE5 title. It's good that the game is scalable and it can look like this, you know, and perform way better than it does on higher settings. But that doesn't mean that you should play it on an RX 580, which is a little bit of a shame because it asks for a GTX 1066GB as the minimum requirement GPU for this game, which is very close in performance to the RX 580. Oh yeah, actually, it asks for the AMD RX 588GB GPU as the minimum requirements GPU, and they recommend to use some DLSS FSR XESS as well. Well, DLSS isn't available on the 1060 or 580, but FSR is, so we should probably test that out. I'm gonna use FSR 67%, which is quality FSR, low settings still, and we're up into the 60s and 50s now. Okay. I'm disappointed. I really thought for a second there, yeah, maybe the minimum requirements are for 60 FPS with FSR quality, and that would be so great, even though FSR in this game is not the greatest implementation. It's FSR 3.0, and it looks very pixelated at these lower resolutions, like 1080p, you know. You can clearly tell a lot of pixelation issues and noise around his legs running there, but at the same time, if you have a small monitor at 1080p native resolution, it might be bearable and it might look okay-ish with the RX 580. And it will be a much smoother experience than at native resolution with 30-something FPS on average. This is getting 52 at the moment. I'm going to fight the boss now, guys. I have made a few upgrades to my character already, so maybe we can do this time with the RX 580. I mean, it's a legendary GPU, so maybe it will push us to victory here. Let's go. White-clad noble. Oh boy, he's gonna come at me. There he is. Wait. Come on. Come. I can't hit him for some reason. It's not working. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me try this out. I have never tried this. Oh, the serpents actually shoot at the guy. And they poison him at the same time. Oh, that's great. Okay, I'm gonna go with the fiery boy now. Here we go. FPS are dropping into the 40s. Oh, attack the bastard, please. There we go. All right. Come on. Heavy attacks. Yeah, that's what we want. No more heavy attacks. What? You missed the heavy attack, dude. Come on. All right. Let's go. Okay. Let's stone him. Stone! I said stone! God! I pressed one like 1,000 times there. Why didn't it work? It's annoying me a lot, I'm sorry. Because I've been stuck here forever. Oh, and I need to kill this boss twice. That's the most irritating part. I already managed to kill him, but yeah. Ooh. Okay, let's try that again. Start counting our FPS. It was a bad start anyways against the boss there. All right. I'm sorry if I don't talk too much this time, but
And bliss. Summoned.
this is freaking ridiculous. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right, we're taking a little bit more HP off of him than previously. And it's because I have upgraded some of my attacks already, but it doesn't mean that I can actually kill the guy. Unfortunately. It's still super hard. Regenerate, please. Regenerate again, please. My God. Stop! I just regenerated that health. Oh, so annoying. Maybe with some frame generation we will be at 60 plus FPS all of the time and it will feel okay. Oh, yeah, let's do this again. Aha! Serpents for you, motherfucker. Let's go. Come on. God damn it! He was aiming in the other direction. He still got me. Well, let's move in this direction. We're getting 40s and 50s most of the time with FSR quality. And I guess this is what they mean by the minimum requirements. So this is the minimum requirements experience at the moment. If the CPU can keep up with the RX 580, that is, and doesn't drop the FPS more. I don't think it will. It's a Ryzen 5 1600 that they recommend. It shouldn't be a bottleneck to this card. Right, I'm gonna stop it there. We've seen enough of FSR here. Let's enable frame generation at the same time. Set this back to 67. This always moves by 1 point every time I go back to the menu for some reason. It's really weird. And let's see. Oh boy. Okay, 70s. 70s isn't terrible with the frame generation in this title. You know, it's not like the frame generation experience with the GTX 1650, where it was enough to put us in the 60s and low 60s, high 50s sometimes. This is getting 70s, 80s, probably dropping down into the 60s as well in worst case scenarios. So it's doable in terms of input lag this time around. It isn't a terrible experience, I would say. Come on. Kill him. There we go. We're almost leveling up again. That's great. I think I need to level up 1,000 more times to be able to kill that boss, but we'll get there eventually, I guess. I still don't think you should buy this game to play it on the low settings and FSR quality plus frame generation. You know, it's a subpar experience, but it is doable. If you really want to play this game with the RX 580, you can. If you can buy the game on sale, for example, it would be ideal. What is going on here? That looks so bad. Oh my God, what the hell? It's bugged, isn't it? It didn't look like this before. Maybe it's because of FG plus DLSS quality here? I have no idea. Yeah, that's the water, I guess. It's just the water. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm gonna go to the boss now with frame generation, guys, and I'm gonna try that out one more time. I told you I wouldn't come back, but, I mean, what else is there to do? I need to kill the bastard. Can I actually sneak past him? Get closer to him. Wait a second. Seriously? I'm stuck here? What? Really? I'm pretty sure I died here at some point, probably because I couldn't really get past this. Okay, well, that's amazing. He saw us. Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop him. There we go. Kill the bastard. Let's go. Do your attack. Yeah, there it is. Good stuff. I'm gonna put down my serpents as well. What? Did it work? Yes, it did. Okay. Okay, good. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Poison him, serpents. There we go. Let's go with the fiery boy now. Whoa. That was crazy. Come on. come on. Not slowing down by too much, by the way. It's decent. It's definitely playable like this. Okay. We're doing this now, guys. Wait. No, stop. Stop. Ah, that sucks. Yes. There we go. We did it. See, it's playable with frame generation. It just doesn't look very good. Look at that hair as well. But at the very least, it's playable. You can actually enjoy the game. Okay. No! I can't. I wasn't made for these types of games. I'm sorry. I guess this is the worst thing that I have come across ever in these videos. At least in Elden Ring, I could explore the world around me because it was open world. Here, I'm stuck to these little places and this freaking boss that I can't kill. I guess that's enough for FSR Frame Generation and FSR Quality at the same time. It's not good, it's not ideal, but it works once again. It just looks like crap. Now, if you want a native resolution experience, we'll probably need to drop it down to 720p resolution, and that will give us closer to 60 frames per second, but not quite. It's a shame that with the 580, even at 720p, lowest settings, we can't achieve 60 FPS all of the time. But I guess these GPUs had a good run anyways. It's just that these games are getting way too intensive. I'm gonna restart because I need to apply the resolution in the actual desktop for it to work properly. And let's continue our journey, which has come to a dead end. And it's bugged at the moment. This is not 720p, okay? This game sometimes does this. It's very weird. I don't know why it does this. You gotta set it to windowed mode if it happens to you. Back to borderless. And now we're seeing same FPS as previously and actual 720p resolution. Let's start counting our frames. If you're okay with dropping the resolution this far, it actually ends up looking a little bit, I'm not gonna say better, but in terms of noise, it is actually better than 1080p with FSR quality. Although it's still very noisy, though. It is what it is. If you're okay with dropping the resolution, if you want native resolution, or if you have a 720p monitor, well, this is probably the way to go. It will run okay, above 30 FPS the entire time. Gonna go into the Fiery Boy as well. 40s minimum, basically. Not terrible, but it's also not great. I mean, we've seen a ton of more better looking titles than this. Older games as well, even in UE4, which is the older engine. This is UE5, of course, and they run absolutely fine on the RX 580. I wish more companies would stick to older engines that are already optimized, run very well on these GPUs, lower end ones as well. Like, for example, Delta Force. The guys at Delta Force made the multiplayer in UE4 and the single player in UE5, and it makes a lot of sense, right? But yeah, this is a single player title. I see why they use UE5. At least it's scalable. It's not like you can't play with the RX 580. We're getting 60s right now. It's pretty decent. It's just that had it been made on an older engine, maybe it would look 10% worse or 15% worse at the maximum settings on high-end GPUs and play with like 120 FPS with like a 4080 instead of playing with 50 FPS. Should we try it with TSR, by the way? Now that I think about it, TSR native might look a little bit better than the FSR native as well. So I'm just gonna select that. No frame generation. Maybe it's a little bit better, but I can't really tell. I think the tail is more pixelated, but the rest of the character is less pixelated than FSR. It's also a little bit more intensive than FSR. That's why I haven't really tested TSR at 1080p resolution, because at 1080p, you don't really have much headroom, right, to not drop your FPS from 30. Yeah, I mean, you could use this, but it's kind of the same, actually, as native FSR. But let's try it with FSR plus frame generation at 720p resolution native. It's back to around the same values as we saw at 1080p quality FSR plus frame generation, which makes a bit of sense because that is actually running 720p internally and upscaling it to 1080p. It's a little bit more intensive than just running the native 720p resolution because it has that upscaler part of it, which takes away some FPS, of course. But yeah, if you are into that 720p experience, you want 60 plus all of the time, maybe this is the way to go. Look at that, 80s, not terrible. All right, wait. Wait. What are you doing, you fat bastard? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, stop. All right, this was a totally big mistake. I don't like this. I want to get away. Can I please turn my camera around? Stop locking into him. Thank you very much. You just needed to ask properly, please. Right? Okay, there we go. How is that over there, dude? Like, he's so strong, and this is before you get to the first boss, I think. Maybe after? I don't remember at this point. It's been so many videos in this game already. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. I got another spark. Good stuff. We leveled up. So next time that I tackle the boss, we will be a little bit more ready. Every single time I make one of these videos, I will be a little bit more ready. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you very good gameplay like in the earlier ones, but we just hit a wall here with this new boss, guys. We need to beat him twice, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I guess if you have some tips, comment down below, and I'll take a look at the comments as usual, of course. And as always, love you all. Bye-bye.